Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. I certainly hope you're having a fantastic day whenever and wherever you happen to be, because I'm excited to be back. There's been some changes, nothing major, but some changes since the last episode. You'll notice we have some trucks coming in here. We have this brown line that you won't have seen before. It's coming up here to our usual food processing plant, which, as you'll notice, is on the brink of leveling up. How have I done this, you might ask? Well, it's actually quite simple how I've done this. I've done this by going ahead and creating a new delivery line for food to a new town that we haven't had deliveries to before. And as you're about to see, it's going to cause this place to level up. There it is. That's fantastic as far as I'm concerned. Now, to get it to level up again, it's going to take a little bit. It is going to take a little bit. But hopefully we can get there in, hopefully, the not too distant future. And hopefully we can see some good things happen there. I'm also thinking that I might want to move this little drop-off point because it is slowing down some of our... Oh my god, there's actually a lot of food there. As you can see there, actually, it is the good old Winchester food line is what that is. And essentially, that is a line that will go from here to all the way up here in Winchester because they are in need of food, basically. So that's what's going on. We're making a bunch of food to go up to Winchester, and that's how I managed to get this place to level up, which is absolutely beautiful as far as I'm concerned. That has also increased the production in these farms just a little bit, which means we're going to be able to produce even more food than we have been producing. So Penzance should stay relatively happy. As we can see, decent amount of food in there. We are getting a bit of a tailback though, so I'd kind of like to look into dealing with this. I'd like to see if we can maybe do something about it. So what if we were to go to configure here and say entrance there? I don't really know. I don't really know if that'll do much. And probably won't, actually, so we'll not bother with that. There's just really no point. We'll just let them tailback. They'll filter out into traffic as time goes by anyway, so it will not be the end of the world, to be totally honest. I did try changing this up a little bit down here to see if we could do anything with it. Unfortunately, not really a whole lot we could do with it. I am slightly tempted, though, to change things up a little bit here and see if we can maybe start bringing more food down here and have that go out, like have the Winchester line go from here rather than from up there, because I realize that might be a terrible idea. So let's maybe give that a shout. So Winchester South is the station up there. So let's get rid of that and let's add this as a station. So Penzance West is going to be load up on food, and then they're going to use that same spot there. So in theory, by doing this, Penzance and Winchester are going to have to save and share this platform for food, but production up here should stay the same because it's still all going to the same place. So this shouldn't really be a problem, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, production is staying pretty good. Shipping is about the same, but that's fine. This looks decent to me. And again, production over here has just increased across the board. So that's hopefully going to be a good thing. We actually have a good amount of grain down here as well, which is fantastic news. So hopefully things will pick up a little bit. I imagine we're going to see a lot of food still going to Penzance, but I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, we got a new plane. Not bad. We did also get some new trucks between episodes. We went ahead and got ourselves, let's see here, the tank truck, which can carry crude oil, and fuel. And then the tarpaulin truck, which can carry everything, has a lifespan of 40 years, which is longer than the one we're using right now. has the lower capacity, interestingly. Not really sure why we would want that or why we would use it. Also, I guess we could swap out. Let me see here. If we were to go to our oil lines, because Budley Salterton here. Budley Oil is 2 lines, isn't it? It's the brown one there, and then it is the green one there. So if we were to go to this line and we were to say swap out those vehicles for the tank truck, 1.3 million, that's fine. Make them that same brown color, and then go to Budley Oil number 2, select all of our vehicles and swap them out for the tank truck, just shy of 1 million, not too bad. Make them that green color. They should be able to carry just a little bit more, which should mean a bit more money. Has this leveled up? This actually hasn't leveled up, annoyingly. But production and shipping are both really, really close to being where they would need to be for this place to level up. So I'm wondering if we need to bring a bit more oil in here. I wonder if that would do it. I genuinely don't know, but I guess we'll find out once the new trucks start doing their thing. This place down here has leveled up, which is fantastic. Shipping is letting it down a little bit. That's essentially what these mean. So production, I guess, is the amount of goods in leading to production. Shipping is the amount that you're able to / that you're willing to ship. So the reason this place over here actually upgraded was because I added that Winchester line, which increased the, I guess, shipping capacity and shipping desire quite considerably is what that did. And also fantastic, we do have a decent little amount of food down here, and some of it's actually reserved for Winchester, which is nice. So Winchester actually does have vehicles showing up as well. I doubt that any of them have food on them though. Yeah, no. That's one unit of food. That's something. And then no. So yeah, they're going to be losing money for a little while. We'll see how that line ends up making money, hopefully at some point. I'll not hold my breath on that, but hopefully we'll see good things. Let's see, what else have we got going on? So over here, food production seems to be pretty solid. This place here, transport is fantastic. Production could be better. So production could be better. Does that mean we maybe want to bring more? So what are we doing here? Grain. Do we want to bring more grain? Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Might be worth adding a few more vehicles to those lines. See what we can do with them. Frequency on that one is 71. So let's maybe add a few more vehicles to grain number 2. Let's give it a shot, I think. So we'll go for these guys. Yeah, I think we'll do this. We'll go for 5 of them. And we'll throw them onto grain number 2 right there. So that's going to be that color. And then it is grain number 2. So they can go out and do their thing. And I'm thinking as well... Oh, did I just see a high-rise building? I did. I guess it is 1925 right now, so it kind of makes sense. I have been reading a few comments, by the way. I realize I haven't necessarily acknowledged them since, I think, the 2nd episode. I have been reading them, and I have been seeing a lot of feedback about upgrading roads and making sure we don't have any horses left anywhere. And as well as that, there is actually an option that someone pointed out that I knew it existed. I kind of forgot about it. I found it when I was testing the game a little bit. But there's an option. If you click on the date and time down here, you can actually slow down the date speed. This doesn't slow down the game speed. It just slows down the time progression, which is actually a really cool feature because it means that I can spend more time in 1925, or I can, if I really want to, I can slow it down to paused. So I can say that we are going to stay, and I think I'm going to for this episode at least, we're going to stay in 1925 because I want to do a couple of things. First off, I want to look at my earnings. I want to see how we're doing. So if we have a little look at the chart, last year we made 7.73 million. So essentially every year we're making over 7.5 million, shall we say. Or sorry, no, we are not making that. Last year we made about 1.5 million. The year before we made, let's say, 3 million. So we're making at least 1 million a year. is what I should say. We're not making 7 million. We're bringing 7 million in, but spending, 6 million last year. So that's kind of the way that's working. That's not a bad thing. It's just the way it is. It's just the way things are. Not going to stress too much about it. It's just the way it is. But the reason I'm freezing things in 1925 is because a bunch of you have been saying that we need to get onto trains, and I completely agree. So what I'm thinking I want to do is I want to start by putting the buildings in here, and it's very tempting to do cargo. It is, because what we could start by doing, and oh my god, there's a demand for food over here. What we could start by doing is getting rid of the trucks that move machines. And instead of having trucks moving the machines, we could get a little train line that goes from this factory up to Penzance, drops off the machines, and that'll be fantastic. Similarly, we could do the same with, steel or whatever, really. There's a bunch of things we could do. We could set up, I've seen a few people saying set up sort of a central hub for things like coal and iron, rather than having it go straight to this factory, and then set up a train to pick that up. And then that same train could take the steel to the machines factory, or that same train could go from steel down to the sawmill and then up to the machines factory. It's all quite tempting, honestly. Especially given that we do have 4 mines up here. So we could put like a central sort of station or a central truck station, say in here, have the train come down this way and stop here, have it go down this way, stop here, then loop back up and go here, and it could just loop around, which is actually, looking at that properly, very tempting. Very, very tempting. But what I think I'd rather do is I think I'd rather set up a train. I want to set up a passenger train station, a series of passenger train stations. And I basically want them to go through Budleigh Salterton is what I want to do. So 200,000 for this. We can actually go for high-speed tracks, which will take it up to 250,000, which I think I will do. I guess we'll make it electric, and I'm gonna say that this platform is gonna be quite long. In fact, I'm gonna go for 320 meters in this platform, which is a lot of money. It's 500,000. But I'm gonna do that because I think, this is going to be our central hub. We are probably only gonna need the 1 track for the time being, but that can go right there. Nice long track. Does the job. I think what we can maybe even do is go over here for a start. What is this? Medium one-way. When did we get one-way streets? When did I get these? Oh, that's actually very interesting. Okay. So the reason I'm interested in those is because what I can do is be very, very cheeky. And I can go to configure. I can say station entrance. And then I can say one-way street like this. So something like that means, yeah, these guys here are coming in this way and not entirely getting in the way of the blue vehicles coming in from up there. So that's actually really cool. I don't know when I unlocked those, but I'm quite happy to have them. Anyway, what I'm thinking I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to bring a road out of here. I'm actually noticing all the roads are upgrading. That's really cool. I want to bring a medium street out of there, I'm thinking. So we'll just go for just a simple medium street. Speed limit's 50 kilometers per hour. That's fine. And it's just going to go straight over. Going to continue straight over. And I think I'll pause while I do this because I want to bulldoze pretty much all of this. So that's all going to go away. And we're going to bring this street over a little bit more. And then we're going to curve it down to there. And that's going to be the main way into Budleigh Salterton. I think we could even go so far as to upgrade that bit of road and bring you straight down there. So that way, you can still go that way. You can still go up there. And I think just because I can, I'm going to bring this straight up as well, which is roughly there. That way, you know, you can go straight up there as well if you really want to. So that should work out. We can bring our trains through here, and that'll be brilliant. So we'll run the simulation again. I'll just check my lines. It doesn't look like anything was actually going in there, so that's actually okay. But what I want to do, I think, is I want to bring a train from Warminster. I'm thinking it could go through Maidstone. I'm not really sure how I would do that, but I think it should. I think it should go through Maidstone. Maybe. I do want to bring one from Penzance as well. So let's start with that one, since we have Penzance kind of set up already. So what we'll do, passenger terminus station. This is gonna need room to expand quite considerably, actually. So I need to make sure I've got this in the right side here. Is the track? The track's on that side. Oh boy. Okay. So we probably want to build this over here, if anything. Because if we build it over here, then it can expand out that way. So I guess we build it like in that corner. Or against that road might be a better idea. So rotate around a little bit. Rotate a little bit further. So essentially we build the station there. If I was to say 4 platforms, yeah, so, they sort of come out of the middle, I guess. I guess we'll figure it out. We'll see what happens with it when it comes time to expand that. Anyway, so this track is essentially going to go all the way over here. It's going to sort of go, I guess, up this way and then in the top part of Budleigh Salterton there. What I also want to do is bring the train down to Harwich. So I guess we'll set that up. I guess that'll just be the line that we have for the time being, is a train that sort of takes that kind of route. So let's go in, let's rotate you quite considerably and get you nicely lined up with that road. So right about there. And that looks all right. It's looking like it's going to have to go through either through a farm or over the water. And over the water is quite tempting because it would look really cool, I think. So let's go to tracks. Let's go to high-speed tracks. And let's just lay this out and see what we can do. So this thing is proper fast. 300 kilometers per hour is nothing to sniff at. Absolutely nothing to sniff at. $110,000. It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. Need a pretty big curve on it to get it to keep that speed. So maybe we actually take out some of that track and we curve it a little bit sooner so we can keep a little bit more of that speed. So yeah, if we do that kind of curve, it can keep the 300. So let's try and keep the 300. I think we will go through that field. I think that's just going to have to happen. So up to there, nice big curve, nothing too drastic. It's going to have to go through that field and is going to have to be done in sections here to not carve its way into the ground the way it was trying to do there. Although it looks like it still wants to try and do that. Can I have you not do that? I'd really like you to not do that. I think you're going to have to, though. Unless I can do I guess I could do a bridge, but that looks a little bit silly to me. Like, I don't see, I mean, I understand why it's a bridge. It's trying to do a gradual slope. It just looks a little silly, is all I'm saying. So let's maybe do this in smaller sections then. So we can maybe, why is it doing a trench now? That's really, okay. I guess we're just going to do that. That's fine. And then from here, can I do just that? Does that work? So that raises up a little bit. It raises the road a little bit. Looks a little bit silly, but it does keep that 300 kilometers per hour. So we'll spend that money. That'll be okay. I don't think it's the end of the world. What else have we got in here? So we have electrification tool, high-speed track tool. We have the path signal. So I don't think we're going to need the path signal necessarily, because we're only going to have the I forgot an important detail. Yeah, I forgot an important detail. So So it doesn't work like that. I forgot that we need to do this. I forgot that you need to lay a second track if you want multiple trains on the line. Ooh, I forgot about that, didn't I? That's a pain. Okay. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's going to be quite expensive, but we'll make it work. So bring this over. And then I guess we merge it here is what we do. So we'll have it sort of merge there. It can slow way down. And that'll be okay. And then down this way, we do the same thing. So we want it to merge probably here-ish. So let's have a little look. Can I merge it anywhere that's not going to look a little bit silly? Can I merge it here? I totally can. So that's going to let me keep a little bit of speed. Nothing major, but a little bit. And then I guess what we do is we say that the lights will go here. So if the train's merging, then it's gonna wait. Like if there's a train coming, these guys going this way will wait. We want to set these signals relatively frequently, because if there's multiple trains going in the same direction, you want them to be able to wait, but not have to wait miles apart. So we'll set them, like I said, relatively frequently. Nothing too crazy. And just along to about there, and that should be fine. We probably also want to say that they want to wait going that way so they don't block traffic. I don't know. We'll figure that out in a second. We do want to go along and set the signals so that they are on this side as well. So that way we're not just having trains going in the one direction. And then I guess we just buy a train and we set it up to go from Budleigh Salterton to Harwich and hope for the best. We don't have the Warminster line set up just yet. I will do that. I just want to get a train on here first. I don't really care what kind of train it is. I just want to get a train moving. I'm pretty sure... I mean, I know I have enough money to... afford it. So... I guess we're going to do this. So train depot or depot, whatever you want to call it. I guess we'll fire this in, where are we going to put this? I guess we'll put it over here next to this guy, because it's kind of a interesting spot for it. So the train depot can go right about there. We'll go to tracks. We'll go to regular tracks. We'll bring this out. And we'll have it curve over to there. So that should be fine. And we'll have it curve over that way as well. So that way the train can come out and go wherever it needs to go. And what that means is we are going to need more signals. So these guys can wait going that way. You guys can wait going that way. You guys can wait going that way. And that should be fine, I think. Maybe you guys wait there as well. So yeah, that should be all right. I think that'll work. I hope that'll work. I really hope that'll work. And I guess we set up our line. So this will be new line from here. Budleigh Salterton going to Harwich is what it is. So we'll call it the north-south train line, I guess. Whatever. That's fine. Sure. North-south train line. That'll do. Let's get ourselves a train then. Oh boy, this will be something. So locomotives. What is so the China Railways JF1 is 4.1 million. It can do 80 kilometers per hour. What's our fastest train? So our fastest looks to be the Russian Class S. It built from 1910 to 1960. Lifespan of 10 hours 8 minutes. I'm assuming that is like that's how long it lasts with me playing right now. Or I've broken something. Not really sure. Either way, the Russian Class S is not the most expensive. It's quite expensive per year. It's over $500,000. But It is our fastest train. It is not as powerful as the China Railways JF1 though. But I think we'll go for this. So we're gonna add it. And then we'll have a look at our passenger wagons. So this thing can do 100. So this is actually probably not worth having. So maybe we do go for, we'll go for the Russian class Yi, and we'll add it in because it can do 100 flat, has a bit more power. That's fine. We don't have any multiple units yet, so we'll go for passenger. We'll go for the suburban. We can add in, what are we going to do here? Let's get a capacity of 114. 10 million for this thing. That's 10 million. It's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. So that's going to be a running cost of 1.2 million. So this train, I believe, is going to have a running cost of about $1.5 million per year. Oh, that noise was my phone. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if you heard that, but for clarity, I'm going to let you hear what my notification sound is on my phone. I recently got a new phone. Got a Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and my notification sound is that. So I'm 26. I was in the store the other day. That went off. I was only slightly embarrassed. So 1.5 million per year. We can possibly afford it. I think we'll bring that down slightly, just ever so slightly. So that's going to be 8.2 per vehicle. Let's do it, I guess. I mean, I want to change the color of the cars first. Let's take the train out. So locomotives, we're looking at the class Yi, which is going to be bright red. Ooh, that's a color. Let's do bright red, and we'll add the class Yi. And then these guys can be a different color. They can be, I don't know, purple, yellow. Yellow's brave. I'm kind of liking that color. So 1, 2, 3, we'll do 4 of them. We'll buy it for 8.2 million. We're going to do it, and we're going to assign it to the north-south train line, and we're going to see what happens. So let's send it out. There's our beautiful $8.2 million train, the first of its kind. And I guess what we also need to do is get a new bus station into Budleigh Salterton. So let's take a little bit of a look here. We're looking at bus tram stops. Where's the line? So that's the line. So let's get one of these in here. We'll throw it in that spot. We'll go in, have a look at our lines. So the Budleigh loop right there needs a bit of a tweak. So can I not move stops around? Is that not a thing I can do? I really wish I could. I might be an idiot. It is entirely possible I'm being an idiot here. I feel like I'm being an idiot, but anyway, we're going to take all of these out because we need to add them back in. So we want to go there, and then we want to go there. Then I guess there. I think that's the way we want to go, and then down that way. That's an interesting one. That one loops around in a very strange way. Okay, that's fine. We'll go there, and I think that's all of them. I think I got all of our bus stops. I think I did. So that's our Budleigh loop updated. Really hoping that we're gonna see the trains actually get used. I'm gonna be really disappointed if they don't get used, because it's super expensive, but we'll find out. We'll keep a little eye on it. And then in terms of here, there is actually a bus station relatively close to the train station. And it looks like, are you going for a train? You are. Okay. We actually have a good number of people by the looks of it going for a train there. So that's really cool news. I'm assuming no 100, minus 109 there. Yeah, no passengers right now. That's fine. Hopefully that'll change. Really hoping that changes. We actually do. No, we have one. We have one person waiting. So that's nice. Again, hopefully that'll change. But down in Harwich, we have 8 people waiting. And it looks like more on the way. So Harwich might be on the brink of making us money. This thing's properly steaming along as well. 100 kilometers per hour isn't even a challenge for it. So that's good. It'll go ahead and pick up however many passengers. We're going to be looking at 11 of them. Actually pretty decent, if I do say so myself. And then up here we have 1 still waiting. That's fine. That's fine. That's just the way that is, I guess. That is just the way that is. That's a little depressing is all I'm going to say. Just a little bit depressing. How are we looking here? Is this doing all right? Production's actually okay. That's good. What about down here? We have a good amount of food waiting to go to Winchester, which is pretty cool. I'd actually be really curious to see how the Winchester line is doing, to be honest. But it looks like there's no vehicles on the way there, so that's fine. I say that. We can have a look here, can't we? So bring this up, expand it. Where's the Winchester line? Winchester food is actually making money, surprisingly. So the train line is losing a shed load. Budley Tools is still making a lot. Budley Oil is doing pretty well for itself. Harwich Bricks is doing pretty well. Winchester Food doing better than Penzance Food, which is kind of nuts. This Grain 2 to Warminster is making a lot as well. Grain 2 to Warminster is surprisingly making a lot. I'm assuming Warminster must be doing pretty well for itself in terms of food then. How are we looking? Yeah, it's doing pretty well actually, so that's nice. In terms of production here, you could actually be doing better, but you have... Oh, your transport's up there. Shipping and production could be better, but this thing has actually leveled up at one point, which is really nice. So it's good that things are leveling up. I would have really liked to see... Where's the train? Is the train here? It is. I'm kind of annoyed that I missed how much money it might have made. I'm assuming not a lot, I'm gonna be honest. I'm assuming... I mean, it's still minus 879,000, so that's a considerable lack of money. There's 6 people waiting down here. There's a few more on the way though, so I guess we can be hopeful that at some point we're gonna see, you know, people actually properly moving back and forth between the two areas. I wonder if it would help. I mean, no, there's a bus stop right there. That's got to be doing favors for us. All right, well, that's fine. I'm not gonna fixate on that too much. I am thinking we could maybe get a train station into Warminster and maybe connect everything up. I don't know how good of an idea this is going to be. I really don't. But I think there's so many people want food. Oh my god. There's so many people want food. I think a passenger terminus station in here might be a good idea. In terms of its connection to everything, I mean, that's not much, is it? That really isn't much there. Where would I put this? I guess I could put it up here. And then have the train go like up and around. Although I kind of like the idea of... I was maybe going to bring it through here. So like bridge over there. That might end up being more expensive though. So maybe we don't do that. Okay. Let's get a terminus station in here. We probably need to expand our public transport in Warminster anyway. So we'll throw it there. We are going to get rid of a building by doing this. But, well, they can deal with it. We have the money to do it. We can afford it. It's fine. So let's take a look. What are we doing with tracks here? I really wish I could double these up. I'd really like to double these up. I wish that was an option. So you could just like not have to worry about, wow, a tunnel. Okay. So you could not have to worry about having to go back and redo all the tracks, but that's okay. Let's just continue this way. We're doing some weird stuff with the terrain, but that's all right. We'll go like this. 257,000. I mean, it's going to be expensive. It is a train line, so it kind of makes sense. Can I save a little bit of money here on ridiculous terrain edits? Looks like I sort of can. We are Honestly, probably going to have to go through this mountain. I feel like it's going to be the best way to go here is spending 1.6 million on that tunnel. It means we're not going over that road as well, which is probably good. And then it comes out over here. So that is probably a good call to make. Although I'm wondering if I can be a bit cheeky and do that. Oh, it does not. It does not look like it's enjoying what I'm trying to do there. I can do that. It does mean we're going over a road, but I can do that. I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to do that. The reason I want to go to that side is because I want to swing out this way. And I think I want to go between those farms. So again, going to be quite expensive. We're probably going to have to bring the Penzance line into that at some point, but this way we can sort of keep a decent bit of speed coming through here. It does have to slow down, but it's not the end of the world. So keep that going nice and straight there. We'll keep that sort of going that way. So it keeps it going 300. It'll have to slow down going around the farm. Quite a bit, actually. Well, actually not that bad. So it slows down going around the farm. We'll try and line it up with that road, maybe. Don't think that's going to be an option. We'll go to about there. And we'll bring it out and around the oil, I guess. And then a pretty sharp turn in around it. That's apparently not possible. So through there. And then across those roads and into there. So yeah, it does slow down going around that bend quite a bit. But that's okay. So that's essentially the line to Warminster. Which is kind of ridiculous. It is a little bit ridiculous. So let's see, what way are we going to get this all connected? I'm thinking we do this. So we get a nice bit of distance here between the station and the merge point. And basically just bring this the whole way around back to Warminster. And I'm really hoping... Ooh. I might have made a mistake. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, it's just perfectly close to that road, isn't it? Alright. Not going to complain there. Oh, that frame rate, though. That's a bit rough. That's something that was in the first Transport Fever as well, if I remember right. Oh, that's no good. That is... that's going to be no bueno. We might need to figure this out. Can I do terrain editing here? Smooth tool. Flatten tool. Can I flatten the terrain by the water? Is that a thing that'll let me do? It looks like it. So, brush size. Do a bit of this. Then smooth the edge there so it's not as bad. And then I should be able to put my terrain on that, right? Yeah, there we go. That's... Wow, that's very easy. Okay. I'm actually quite pleased with that. That's made me quite happy. So 800,000 to push through there. Again, a lot of money, but probably worth it. 378,000 to go there. And let's bring it around to about there. And we'll merge it just like that. So, let's do our signals the whole way along this track as well. So we'll do there, I guess. We can do just before the tunnel, just after the tunnel. We can do there and there. We can do here and here. We'll do there and there as well. This is a pretty big tunnel. I think we'll do sort of in the tunnel just so it's not a bit crazy there. We'll do before the road on both sides just so that we're not blocking traffic with any trains stopping there. There and there we'll do again the same thing, so before the road on both sides. Same with down here. We can go a little bit this way. A little bit this away. Then again, we'll do there and there actually, so it's kind of that whole space is free. Then we'll do here. And I guess we'll do it there. Yeah, so that should be fine. We actually have a few people waiting for the bus there as well, which is lovely. 7 people waiting here. And you know what? I can actually get rid of that merge point, can't I? I could add a second platform and just have this train go up and down. So let's do it. Let's give that a shot. So platforms. Wait, what can I do with this? Oh, that's interesting. I don't quite understand how that works. I'm gonna be honest. Passenger buildings. What is this? So small side building. Oh, that's kind of cool. Medium main building with, I guess, street access. Yeah, street access. That's kind of cool. And then what's this? Large side buildings. What do they have? With access to passenger stations. That's pretty cool. So does that mean I can put, like, trains or something? Or, what do you call it? Like a bus stop out there or something. That'd be kind of cool. All right, well, I don't really want to do that. I don't want side entrances. Passenger underpass. That's kind of cool, too. I'm looking mostly for new track. So we're looking to do this. Wait, what way are we doing platforms though? So is it track, platform, or is it track, then like platforms? I genuinely don't know. I really genuinely don't know. I'm suddenly very confused, honestly. Let's do it. I guess we do it this way. I guess we'll try the 2 tracks thing. And see what happens. So 2 tracks like that, and then platform. Interesting that we can do cargo platforms here as well. So if we really wanted to, we could have a cargo train station and passenger train station all in one. Which is a thing. That is a thing that I've seen. I've been at train stations that do that. So that is a thing. Let me see here. So miscellaneous passenger underpass. Does that let them get over to the other side? I really don't know. I really genuinely don't know. I guess we're gonna find out together. So we'll do a bunch of that and then platform roof. So we'll do this to make it all nice as well, and see what happens there. So let's have a look at tracks. Let's see what we can do. Let's take out that merging part. Let's go to tracks. Let's go here, and let's say go straight to there. And then on this side, that merging bit comes out, and you come straight through to there. And now that that's set up, we look at our line, or we go to here. I assume that line's gonna have some problems, right? Or not. I guess the train can just turn around, can't it? Or just go back and forth in the same one. Let me... I don't know why it's selecting all these different lines. Let me see what we can do here. So, let me take out Budley there. Then let me add it. And then let me add Warminster. And then let's have it come back to Budley Salterton. There we go. So that can go back and forth. And that's going to be our north-south train line, which I think is fantastic. And then what we can do, so that's going to be good to go. What we can do is just go in, go to tracks, go to here, and we want to make sure we have some signals. So a signal there and a signal there, just to make sure everything is going to behave. And then a signal there and a signal there. So that should hopefully work out really nicely for us. We still have 7 people waiting to go to Harwich, which is lovely. And then done in Harwich, we have, well, 11 people just got on the train. So can't be bad to that. Still costing me a shed load of money to run this line, but I'm sure that's all right. We actually have a decent few people waiting here. 12 people wanting to go to Harwich. What about Warminster? Anybody? One person. Okay, fair enough. We probably want to upgrade Warminster's buses, to be fair, because this place has grown quite significantly since we were last here. Yeah, so this bus line probably needs to go out towards the old train station there. So let's do a bus that goes there. And let's pause real quick. Let me have a look at my lines, because we need to look at the Warminster Loop. So the Warminster Loop definitely needs a bit of a tweak. Let's put you there. Let's bulldoze you. And let's go and edit the loop a little bit. The Warminster Loop, we can get rid of you and you. Then we'll add some stations there, there, and there. Okay, I think I might have messed that up a little bit. Let me just get rid of all of them really quickly. So we'll start and go around this way. Is that the way we want to go? That is the way we want to go. There we go. So that's a bit better looking. We start down at Queen's Way. It just loops around Warminster. It doesn't go into the middle, but loops around kind of nicely. And actually, I'm thinking maybe a cheeky little station just down there that we can add a stop to there. That seems pretty good. That seems like it'll service Warminster really, really nicely. Has a stop right opposite the train station. That is exactly what we want to see. We have 13 people already wanting to get on that train. 14. We have a lot. We have a lot of people going there. That's good. Okay, so that might start turning a profit for the trains. It might. We might actually end up needing more, which would be lovely. We have 20 people waiting here already. Where is the train? Where is the train right now? Genuinely have no idea. There it is. So the train's here. How many people on board? 2? Okay, well, it could be better. Definitely could be better, but that's fine. We'll just keep an eye on it. We'll see where it ends up going. See what it ends up doing. In terms of, I have seen a few comments about getting planes as well. I mean, I'd love to, but I don't think they're gonna be worth it necessarily anytime soon. Oh my god, there's 51 people waiting in Warminster for a train. Oh my god, there's gonna be even more in a second. We might actually be able to fill this train. We might be able to do it. So what do we get for 2 people? So 2 people, 28,000. There's now 67 people on board. We got 28,000 for 2 people. What are we going to get for 67? That's kind of ridiculous. What do we got here? 31 and 24? I'm starting to think we could probably put another train on this if it plays out the way I'm hoping it does. Definitely getting that feeling. What about down here? How are we looking? We got 35. Oh my god. Okay. So this might actually be kind of popular, which is lovely. I'm thinking Penzance is going to be our next port of call. If I'm totally honest, I'm definitely thinking Penzance might be a good shot. Because what we can do is just bring the Penzance line into Bodley Salterton. We could give it its own platform. Or pair of platforms if we really wanted to. We could do that. And it's slightly tempting to do that. But I'm also just slightly tempted to be like, no, let's not do that. And instead, we'll just say that, you know, it merges up here somewhere and uses the same 2 tracks. It just wouldn't go onto Harwich. It would essentially just, it would stop here in Bodley Salterton. It would go back and forth. So if you wanted to go to Harwich, you got to switch to a different line. Which I think is fair enough, honestly. That makes sense to me. Anyway, I want to see what this train does. I'm excited. There's 47 people waiting in Harwich again, which is just nuts to me. That's Warminster. I'm really surprised at how much that managed to do there. Are we got no oil set about here? We have very, very little. That's kind of surprising. Ooh, how much? How are we looking? 851,000. Oh my god, okay. That is a lot of people. That's a lot of people. There's now 62 wanting to go to Warminster. And all those other people getting off here ready to get on a bus. So my buses around here are going to be very popular. Budley Salterton, 44 people waiting for that bus. 35 for that one. 69 people wanting to go to Warminster. Suddenly, I'm thinking we get another train. Honestly. I am thinking that another train might be a good shot. So let's do it. We have this guy right here. I mean, it's a long train. It's 8.2 million, but I'm thinking we do it. So let's do it. Let's buy that. Let's fire you onto the old north-south train line. And away you go. So the frequency of that line should now be much better. North-south train line, 9-minute frequency right now. Which is a lot, actually. That is a lot. That's kind of ridiculous, actually. A 9-minute frequency with the two trains. I mean, it makes sense. It's only 2 trains over the entire map, but that's still a pretty high frequency. Anyway, we've got, what, 88 people wanting to go to Warminster right now? So more people than this train can carry, essentially. So that thing's full. We got 76 people wanting to go to Warminster. We have 127 wanting to get on that line. Okay. Suddenly I'm seeing some profits in our future. Also food. A lot of food in here. Okay. Okay. This is promising. This is really promising. Got 57 on board there. How much does 57 people get us? 301,000. I'm assuming they didn't all get off. Something tells me they didn't. That's fine by me. Where's the other train? Other train is here. I need to know what a full train gets us. I really do. I really need to know. So let's use this camera to see. Also, this is really... Oh, that's a view. Ooh, hello. We're in a tunnel. This is very cool. I'm gonna be honest. This is really cool. I like that. I like being able to like look back and see the train. Okay. So, safe to say, profits are not gonna be 150. There's double the capacity of the train currently waiting here. That is all sorts of crazy. So how are we looking here? So we get 1 million, pretty much a million flat for that delivery. Delivery is maybe not the right word to use there. It's people, but for that, well, whatever it is, we got 1 million, and then this one 62. So it's gonna be shy of 1 million. That is nuts. Let me have a look here. So, can I not see the timescale for... What is the timescale right now for this year? I mean, it's... I guess it doesn't count because time's paused. Let's do quarter time. Let's let time progress a little bit. Now that we got a train line, I feel kind of comfortable doing that. Oh my god, though. That is all sorts of crazy, is what that is. That is all sorts of crazy. That's such good money. So 982,000 right there. That's ridiculous. And then the train's full. It's completely full. And then the buses around Warminster are going to be kind of full as well. I love it. I really do. I absolutely love it. I'm so pleased. I am so pleased. There's a lot of people want to go to Warminster. There's a lot of people want to go there. Decent number of people want to go from Harwich. Oh, I love it. I really genuinely do. I'm so pleased. I really am. We're making serious cash. Like, we're actually making a profit. You know, that's what's kind of nuts, is that we're making a profit despite spending all this money on trains. There's another million right there. That is so crazy to me. The good news as well is we're actually going to start moving a decent number of people. That's the nice thing too. We're gonna start moving people about, and we can probably get the Penzance line in as well. And then as we get faster trains, we can get those in here too. And oh my god, these guys are backing up a little bit. Can I look at your line real quick? Are you set? Yeah, you're set to wait until full. Just wait until, like, do what you can until you're... Basically, I'm telling them not to wait until full, because that's going to be a little bit silly. That is, going to be all sorts of silly. But these Winchester food lines, like, this thing is going to be... That's going to be a little bit crazy. That Winchester line is going to do some good stuff. It's going to have a lot of food going up there. How's it looking? It's not great, but that's fine. Penzance? It's been better. Still growing though, so that's okay. And also we have its train station in there. I totally forgot that I actually just went ahead and built that. Well, I guess we're gonna connect that up next time. That's gonna be a thing. Because I am really excited to see what we can start doing. I really am. I'm gonna speed things up to normal speed here, so we can go ahead and see just how much money we're going to get in 1925. Because it's nuts. It's so crazy. Just the amount of everything. So 1925, we did an income of 12 million, expenses of just shy of 8. So 4 million in profit. Despite the fact that we spent so much on trains. And in saying that, the train traffic does seem to be slowing down a little bit. So, getting a Penzance line in here, maybe not a terrible idea. Maybe not a terrible idea. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for today. I recently tweeted saying I was going to try and not do almost hour-long episodes of Transport Fever, but here we are. It's the beginning of another week, and it's almost an hour long. But hey, we got trains, so it can't be bad to that, I guess. Thank you very much for watching. It's been my absolute pleasure, as always. Hopefully this episode hasn't been too tedious for you. But yeah, it's been my absolute pleasure as always, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!